hands down. Who would not want to meet a pirate? Okay, put your hands down. First of all, I heard that pirates may like to take your stuff. And I need all of my stuff. Then I heard that pirates sometimes don't smell the best. Because they don't like to take a bath. So I don't think I want to be a pirate. Yeah, they can't take a bath. So, I love my pirate papa. This is a fun story. I really like this story. I don't think I would want my papa to be a pirate though. I love my pirate papa. He's the bravest buccaneer. He helped me put my earring on and he buckled up my ear. At dawn we hoist the anchor, raise our flag up in the breeze, so Jolly Roger's face will warm the sailors on the sea. I get to walk along the plank and leap into his lap. I learned the letter X because he let me read the map. He shows me how to climb the stays. We shimmy up the mast, and when we spot the distant shore, I get to yell, "Avast!" Land ho! We yell to our mates as we head toward the land, and then I help them haul the chest we dug up in the sand. Wait a minute, what's usually in a chest like that? Treasure. Yeah, I probably like the treasure part. Listen. When we're finally back on deck, he divvies up the loot. He tosses me a bag of coins I hide inside my boot. Yeah, because you know what other pirates take from each other, I heard. He takes me to the gallery where we taunt our tired crew. We bang on Cooker's kettle if he's snoring by his stew. Dinner's grub and grape juice. We're sure to chump and slurp. Then we have a contest. Who can belch the biggest burp? And when the sun slips from the sky, he tucks me in my bunk. He reads a book on Captain Hook I keep inside my trunk. Then Papa kisses me good night and dims the lantern's glow. He whispers softly in my ear before he turns to go. I wonder what he's going to say. What do you think he's going to say? What do you think he's going to say? What do you think he's going to say? Good night? Okay, let's see. Let's see what he's going to say. Oh, he says, I spent my life a plundering, my treasure brings me joy. But there's nothing I prize more than you, my dearest pirate boy. The end. That's a cool pirate book. I like that story. That is so super fun. Oh my goodness me. Let's see what I want to read. Let's read. This is a little book. So we're going to have to make sure we can see the pictures clearly. I think we can. Who sang the postman? Uh-oh, wait a minute. If we're going out into the deep sea, Do we want to get on a boat that may sink?
No.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's right. That's terrible. Who sank the boat? Let's see what happens. Oh, wait a minute. That's not quite big enough for Miss Tanya. I need a big boat to go out there. Yeah, that's a little tiny boat. No. Oh, I need a big boat. Look at that. Beside the sea, on Mr. Piper's place, there lived a cow, a donkey, a sheep, a pig, and a little mouse. There he is right there, the tiny little mouse right there. They were good friends, and one warm sunny morning, for no particular reason, they decided to go for a row in the bay. Do you know who sank the boat? Let's see. Was it the cow who almost fell in, who tilted the boat and made such a dent? Whoa! Raise your hand if you think it's a cow. Okay, put your hands down. See? No, it wasn't a cow who almost fell in. Do you know who sank the boat? Let's see. Was it the donkey who balanced her weight, who yelled, "I'll get in at the bow," before it's too late? Ooh, look at the donkey trying to get in. Whoa. No, it wasn't a donkey who balanced her weight. Do you know who sank the boat? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Are you watching the boat? The boat is getting lower and lower. Was it the pig, as fat as butter, who stepped in at the side and caused a great flutter? Whoa, look at the pig getting in. That's how I would be getting in that boat, just like that. Look at the pig getting in. Whoa. Do you think it was the pig? Raise your hand if you think it was the pig. No. Let's see, put your hands down. No, it wasn't the pig as fat as butter. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the sheep who knew where to sit to level the boat so the sheep could mix? Whoa! I don't know. Just making something golden. No, it wasn't the sheep who knew where to sit. Do you know who sank the boat? Wait a minute, look at that boat. You see the boat? That looks dangerous. Dangerous. Was it the little mouse, the last to get in, who was the lightest of all? Could it be him? Raise your hand if you think it was the mouse. Put your hands down. You do know who sank the boat. My goodness, look at the mouse right there. The end. Now, look at all the animals, right? They all got wet. The sheep's yarn is soaking wet. The mouse is right here behind. What do you think he's saying to his friends here? I didn't mean it. I didn't know I was going to be the one to say the most. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. He probably said, hey guys, wait up for me. Wait, are we still friends? That's probably what he said. That's what I think he said. Oh, I like that story. Oh, that was a funny story. Let's read a couple things here. Do pirates take it bad? That's it. This is all about pirates. Let me see. We're only going to read a few of these. Do pirates take bad? Just once in a while, when they smell very bad, they jump into the sea. They use sea foam to wash their hair and shells to scrub their meat. Wait a minute, do you guys see that? No! Wait a minute, I hear some nose and some head nod like that. You know, when you take your bath, right? Yeah. Let's do something else. Let me see. Ooh, let me see for this one. Why don't pirates get lost? They know that the sun comes up in the east and sinks in the west. They know that the X on their secret map marks the treasure. That's why you don't get lost. Let's see something else. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, let's see. Oh. How do the pirates divide the gold? Oh. Do you think they're fair and give everyone a piece of gold? No. Let's see what happens. 1 piece for you, 2 pieces for me. Hey, you're not being fair. 10 for the captain because he owns the ship and he doesn't want to ship. Oh, that's not fair, is it? No! This is a super cool book with a whole bunch of fun things in it. All these books will be available for checkout. Okay? So this is cool. We just did some of the fun things. Okay? Let's see if we can read another story. Oh, let's see what I want to read. Let's read the Maggie Bee. The Maggie Bee. Wow, that's a busy little ship, isn't it? Yeah. Wait a minute. It has a garden on it. And some animals. The Maggie Bee. Oh, I don't know if this happened for real or not. Let's see. We might have to use our imagination for this one. The Maggie Bee. Oh, this is a true story of a wish come true. Margaret Barnstable wished on a star one night. North Star, star of the sea, I wish for a ship named after me to sail for a day alone and free with someone nice for company. And then she went off to bed. See what happened. When she woke up, she was in the cabin of her very own ship. It was named the Maggie Bee after her, and the nice company was her brother James, who was a dear baby. Wait a minute, do you think this happened for real? Or in her imagination? Yeah, you don't think so? Let's see. A rooster closed on deck, so Margaret knew that the day was about to begin. So she took James out to welcome the sun. It warmed them up and it brightened the sky. On the poop deck, there was a tiny farm. There was a goat, some chickens, an apple tree, and a peach tree, And the orange tree with a bird perched on the branch. They picked the orange for breakfast. Since it was her own little cabin and on her own little ship, Margaret worked very hard and she tidied up with a joyful hustle and bustle. Wait a minute, would you clean up if you didn't have to? All the sparkling morning, she scrubbed the deck and she made the ship ready to sail. And she sang an old song. Oh, the sailor's life is rolling free. His home is on the rolling sea. Hi ho, my lads, come sail with me. The Maggie Bee was soon riding the top of the waves, just like a bird. In the early afternoon, Margaret and James had a picnic lunch under the apple tree. Wait a minute. An apple tree on a ship? Is that possible? What should we have for supper tonight, Margaret wondered. And a lovely idea came to her mind. She gathered up a basket full of delicious things from the farm, and out of the sea she got a blue-green lobster and a sea bass. Do you know what a sea bass is? It's a type of fish, you're right. On her little stove, Margaret set a big pot of broth to bubble and boil. And she chopped the vegetables, she put them in a pot, she put in some herbs, the glistening fish, and the hard-shelled lobster. And then she whipped off her apron, closed her eyes, and take a sniff of the good sea stew. And all afternoon it simmered and filled the air with a fragrance. I don't know if I would like that. Would you guys like that? A sea stew? Maybe so. Let's see. The Maggie Bee sailed on. The breeze was gentle, warm, and soft. James had his nap on a velvet pillow, and Margaret painted a handsome portrait of him. After juice and cookies, she gave James his counting lesson, and this is how she did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? The little one on the right. And after she gave James his little finger nibble, it made him laugh and laugh until suddenly he stopped. The sun had disappeared. Margaret and James were cold. The sky grew darker. The goats and the chickens fled into their shelter. The birds screeched into the cabin. James started to cry. A storm was coming. Margaret must make the boat ready all at once. She took the sail and she held it tight. She dropped the anchor. She stowed in all the gear. The rain pummeled the deck and the thunder rumbled all around her. Lightning split the sky, and she ran into the cabin and slammed the door against the wet wind. Now everything was safe and secure. Would you want to be on the boat by yourself like that? No. I would be afraid. When she lit the lamp, the cabin was bright and warm, and it was nearly supper time. So Margaret mixed up a batch of muffins and slid them into the oven. And she sliced some peaches and put cinnamon on top, and she put those into the oven. And she gave James a little bath, and she dried them off with a warm towel, and soon supper was ready. She's doing a lot, isn't she? Outside, the wind was howling like a pack of hungry wolves, and the rain lashed the window panes, but the Maggie Bee kept her balance and rocked only a little bit. Margaret and James ate the sea stew, and they dumped their muffins in the broth, and they ate their dessert of peaches with cinnamon and honey, and a glass of warm goat's milk. When supper was over, Margaret played old tunes on the fiddle, and she rocked James in his cradle and sang him her favorite song. Sweet and low, wind of the western sea. Low, low, breeze and blow, wind of the western sea. Over the rolling waters go, come from the dying moon and blow. Blow him against me, while my little one, my pretty one. Margaret tucked the baby in the cupboard and took one last look at night. The storm was not angry anymore. The the rain made a nice lullaby on the roof, and Margaret got into her bunk, blew out her lamp, cuddled up in the nest of her blankets, and fell asleep. The day on Maggie B was over. The end. Oh, wait a minute. Is Margaret inside her room, or is she really on the Maggie bed? What do you think? You think it's a little bit of both? Maybe so. Maybe she went sailing and then she sailed right back to her room, almost like where the wild things are. That happened in that story too. Yeah, we have to use our imagination. But I don't think I would want to be on that ship by myself in the storm. I would be very nervous about that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So, can anybody tell me anything about pirates that they know? What do you know about pirates? And treasure. You want to think about it? Okay, I'm going to come back to you. Put your thinking cap on. What did you know about pirates and treasure?
Sometimes pirates steal other people's stuff.
Okay, they take people's stuff. What do you want to tell me? Okay, so tell me, pick one. Which one thing would you like to tell me? Okay. What you want to tell me? Can you think of one thing you want to tell me? Wait a minute, one moment. What did you say? Dave, thank you. Yes. We have established that fact. That's why we don't talk about it. Yes. They look for gold. Oh, baby, you just ain't taking no time. Ain't that mine? What you gonna show? They violent? Say it again. They growl. Yeah, they make like a strong, a sort of sound, right? How they call it? Yeah. Yeah, they still want it. Okay, you're right. Which one? That's right, they do. They hunt you down, right? Let's see what you want to tell me. Yeah, that's scary. What you want to tell me?
If you steal the business, they'll make you walk the plank.
They up off the plane. That's scary. I don't think I'd like that. What you want to tell me? They don't get lost. We did learn that. What you want to tell me?
Some pirates steal money, but actually on SpongeBob, like a pirate actually try to get the Krabby Patty, yeah, and actually trying to steal them. But actually, one thing that actually steals them is money.
Okay, very good. Thank you. What else you want to tell me? They have a lot of what? They do. They have a lot of treasure. Have you thought of something yet? What you want to tell me? Oh, wait a minute. You're using your child voice. What you want to tell me? Does anybody know what they like to eat? What you want to tell me? They have a pet parrot. You right. I was waiting for somebody to take that. Good job. You know what they like to eat?
Fish.
Fish? Yeah. What else? Shark. What else? They take books. Oh my goodness. Oh, now you really have to work. That was a long fight with the cold, but they take it books. I am worried. Did you have a change that? Did you have a change? Okay.
Some find treasure and just dig it.
They do. Sometimes they do dig up. Did you get a chance yet? Yeah, you want to look? Yeah, did you have a chance to tell me something? You did? Okay, give someone else. Anybody else who want to tell me something about them? Sometimes they get sick a lot because they don't keep very clean. Nothing is clean. They don't keep very clean at all. So this is what, if you're here with the school, Helen, can you hand me one of those blue bags out of that box over there? I want to show you what I'm going to give you to take back to the school, okay? Thank you, Haley. So, let me tell you, Haley is a summer worker this year, but for 3 or 4 years, she was a volunteer, which means that she comes once a week and volunteer all summer to help out. She did that for 3 or 4 years. Most of the volunteers that you see in the back, they've been volunteering with me. I got them well trained. They're so good. They're just excellent. They've been volunteering with me for 2 or 3 years. And guess what? When they get old enough and I can hire 2 people, then automatically they just fall into one of those slack. So when you get a little older, you must be at least 11 years old to volunteer, okay? So when you get a little older, I want you to run to one that goes to volunteering. I'll still probably be here. Just here waiting to volunteer. So I'm going to, if you're with the school, I am going to give your teacher one of these bags, okay? And inside the bag, you're going to have everything you need to make this cool. So this is something that you can do at home, okay? Unless your teacher wants you to do it in a class. That's up to your teacher, okay? But it's a full cover ship. Everything you need is in to make this ship, okay? You also have what we all like, a sticker page to decorate. Do not put these stickers on the wall, on your desk, on another person. They go on the little creature that's in the middle, okay? If you stick them somewhere else, you're going to get me in trouble. I don't like to be in trouble, so just stick them on what they're supposed to be, okay? That's in here, and you also have a couple fun activity sheets to do, and then you have what they call a STEAM project to make a junk boat, and the directions are inside this bag. So everyone's going to get a bag like this to take home, and you can either, your teacher will decide whether you're going to do the activity at home or inside the class. Okay, we want to make sure you have those. Haley, can I give this back to you, please? Thank you very much. Okay, you want to do it in the classroom? So, my volunteers are going to help me with this. very quickly, we're going to see if we can get everyone to write their name down on a little piece of paper. We're going to draw for these two books. This one I really, really love. This is like a favorite of mine. I'm going to have a hard time parting with this book. But we're going to put everybody's name on a little piece of paper, and before you guys leave, we want to draw for these two books, okay? So my volunteers, can you come forward, please?
Sorry.
Yes.
We'll have one carbon
You might start on one side and then the other side. Okay? Yep, so everyone's going to put their name. You get their names, what, 24 minutes. Write your name as quickly as possible.